Okay, so get this. Our solar system has a visitor from deep space. It's an object called 3I/Atlas. And, well, it's not behaving like anything we've ever seen before. It's sparking this huge debate among scientists. Are we looking at some kind of natural wonder, or is it something else entirely? So let's just dive right in. 3I/Atlas isn't just another rock floating by. Not even close. The way it moves, the way it looks, even what it's made of, none of it really adds up. It's like it's ignoring the cosmic rulebook we thought we understood. All right, so the first thing you need to know is that this thing is an interstellar traveler. That means it came from way outside our own solar system, which is already incredibly rare. But what's really got everyone scratching their heads is how it's acting now that it's here. And here's the first huge red flag. The object is speeding up. It's actually accelerating on its journey through our system. But when scientists do the math and calculate the pull of the sun's gravity, it doesn't match. It's getting an extra push from somewhere, from some unknown source. Yeah, that mysterious acceleration, that's just the tip of the iceberg. It's really part of this whole collection of cosmic clues that, when you start to put them all together, make this object one of the biggest puzzles in astronomy today. Just look at this list of weirdness. Any one of these things would make astronomers raise an eyebrow, but all of them in one object, it's just wild. You've got that unexplained acceleration, a tail that points the wrong way, crazy color changes, and a chemical signature that just doesn't look natural. It's a deeply, deeply puzzling picture. Okay, let's zoom in on this anti-tail, because this is bizarre. Think of a normal comet, right? Its tail always points away from the sun. The solar wind pushes it back. It's like a fundamental rule. But 3I/Atlas, it was spotted with gas shooting out directly at the sun. This comparison just shows you how nuts that is. On the left, a normal comet, doing what it's supposed to do. On the right, 3I/Atlas, just completely breaking the rules. I mean, this one observation flies in the face of decades of what we know about comets. And it's not just how it moves, it's how it looks. The object has been changing colors dramatically. It went from reddish to green, and most recently to this incredibly intense blue. In fact, it's glowing bluer than our own sun, which is yet another thing that has no easy, natural explanation. So, what in the universe could possibly explain all of this? The scientific community has pretty much landed on two main theories, and let me tell you, they could not be more different. Okay, so on one side, you have the natural comet theory, which is what NASA is backing. They think the acceleration is caused by something called outgassing. Basically, ice on the surface heats up and shoots out jets of gas, kind of like tiny rocket thrusters. But on the other side, you have Harvard astrophysicist Loeb, who argues that all these strange things point to it being artificial, some kind of technology. So Loeb's whole point is that, look, a hot engine could explain both that extra push and the weird sun-facing anti-tail. And maybe an artificial light source is what's creating that intense blue glow. He's not saying it's definitely aliens, but he's arguing that with so many strange things happening at once, you have to at least consider that it might not be natural. NASA, on the other hand, is playing it much safer. Their official position is that 3I/Atlas is just the third interstellar comet we've ever spotted. And yeah, it's weird, but it's still a natural phenomenon, and they've made it very clear it poses absolutely no threat to us. But here's the thing. No matter which theory turns out to be right, everyone agrees on one thing. This object is scientifically priceless. And the reason why? It's a messenger from the distant, distant past. I mean, it is mind-bogglingly old. Its estimated age is 10 billion years. Now, to put that into perspective for you, our entire solar system, the Earth, the Sun, all of it, is less than half that age. We're only about 4.6 billion years old. Scientists think it came from a region of space called the thick galactic disk. This is a part of the Milky Way where the galaxy's oldest stars live. So this object was actually formed when our own galaxy was just a teenager. Now, if it is a comet, its icy body has basically acted like a cosmic deep freeze, perfectly preserving the dust and gas from when it was formed 10 billion years ago. That would make it a pure, untouched sample of our galaxy's original building blocks, literally a time capsule from the dawn of the Milky Way. And all this brings us to the climax of this cosmic detective story. All the guessing, all the debate,
It's about to be put to the test. A moment of truth is coming, and it's coming fast.
So back in early October, the object flew past Mars, and we know for a fact a NASA orbiter took pictures that, interestingly, haven't been released to the public yet. But the real date to circle on your calendar is December 19th. That is our absolute best chance for telescopes here on Earth to get a clear, direct look. So what are we looking for? Well, it all comes down to a cloud of gas and dust. If it's a natural comet, then that outgassing that's pushing it should be creating a huge, visible cloud of debris around it. If we see that cloud, NASA's probably right. But if the space around it is clean, if there's no cloud, then that artificial propulsion theory suddenly becomes a much more serious possibility. And so we're left with this absolutely thrilling question. When we finally get that clear look at this 10 billion-year-old visitor, what are we going to see? A bizarre but natural piece of cosmic history? Or could it be our first real glimpse of something else out there? The universe definitely has our attention.